이제 리버 이거 와요. 끝이다.
Mission complete. 오미즈. it is convenient for coins. Yashima is JR. Gotoden one-day pass is not available. No one is here. There are many observatories on the Yashima mountain.